Okay, and hello, this is the video walkthrough for lab number 5. In this project, we set up our first enemies and we start, well, actually we are, yeah, it's the first two enemies. So that's going to be the homing missile and the mine, the stationary mine. And we also set up these 5 platforms with different types of collision settings, physics settings, and movability settings. So let's go ahead and walk through everything. So in 5, basically what I want to do is I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platforms. Each one of those platforms has 3 set of boxes on there. So that is pretty much 5A. And the other thing that was also part of 5A was making these boxes right here. So let's go ahead and push play. And we'll see that these are movable boxes enabled with physics. The first one is 100 pounds. The purple one down there is 500 kilograms. I should say kilograms. And the one up at the top is the concrete. The concrete one also has angular and linear physics turned on. So I should be able to shoot the bottom one out. And we'll see that this one moves slower. You can see that the physics is changing on there, where if I hit the white one, it moves pretty hard, and the purple one takes quite a bit of hits before it sits and does that. Okay, so that is all of 5A with the information written on the backboard for 5A. So 5B was to sit there and create 4 unique situations for the static meshes using the movability physics collision settings. So what I've got here are movable boxes that have the physics enabled. They're custom. They do have physics and query turned on. Their object type is vehicle, and it has a static block and a pawn ignore. So remember that the bullets or the projectiles and myself are pawns, so we are being ignored by this. So we can walk right through that. Now the ones here, these are static. That's why they didn't fall when physics is also disabled, so that's why they're in midair. They are set to block all, so they should block my projectiles, and they should also block me as a pawn, so I should be able to walk into them, and them being this way will allow me to be able to stand on them, right? Okay. These fell right through the floor because these are world static ignore. The platform and the floor are world statics, and so none of the other stuff really matters except for the fact that it is movable and physics are turned on. So because of that, they did fall through the floor. These right here are movable. They're physics enabled. Their collision settings are disabled, and they're set to overlap, so we are not blocking them, which means we can't create any physics. So we're getting something very similar in nature to this one right here, where we were able to walk right through, but for different reasons. Okay. So that is, oh no, 5 is also going to be the missile, the bombs, the stationary bombs. So what I want you to do first is walk into one, show me that the explosion and everything happens. Let me walk into another one. There's the explosion. And now what I want to do is hit a couple with the projectiles and see that they do indeed go away. Now from here, this is going to be, at this point you would only have the first one set up, and with the first one set up we should at least be able to see it do that. I believe in this one I did give you the respawn code, so you should be able to do that with part of 5. So if I again walk off of the area or somewhere next to it, we can see that it's not reacting to me. The second I walk onto the platform, it does. From there, I personally forgot to write block and block there. I think I was doing some undos, and that's why those are missing. They are, however, on the other ones. So I'll go back and I'll fix those. But anyways, so up there we do see that this is an actor. It's or that the actor is a pawn with an AI zone 1. So that's the well, zone 1 because we're in zone 1. But it is a pawn actor. It's movable. It's been enabled. Physics Collision is custom, so its quarry and physics are enabled, and we have world static, and this should be block and overlap for that. And then the same thing there, that should be block and overlap for those. So I need to go back and write those in. But anyways, that would be the checklist for number 5. Do make sure that everything is written. Don't do what I did, or go back and redo yours, or redo the video after you've made your corrections. So that's it for number 5. We've basically checked the missile, we've checked the stationary mines, and we have now got 5 situations going on with our static meshes, and we've looked at different aspects of how to change things in them. Anyways, so that's the end of Lab 5. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.